Hey, how's it going? And welcome to the Never Lose Your Nerd channel. I'm Brandon.
I'm Ishmael.
All right, today we're gonna do a episode 5 preview predictions. What we want to happen. I'm very excited about this episode. Possibly Ahsoka. We're gonna talk about it. We're also gonna do some Easter egg stuff we missed in the last episode. Stuff I found out that I was like, holy crap, I didn't even know that. Yeah, coming up next. All right, let's get into it. Have you seen some of the stuff on the last episode? Things you missed?
No.
No?
No.
Did you know that whenever Cara Dune goes into that place with the guys and she beats them up and takes the stuff, that's actually where the armorer was in season 1? Mm-hmm. Remember the Mandalorian armorer?
Yeah, that's the armor lady. That's where she was.
That was her spot, and you can actually see the mythosaur. The spot where the mythosaur thing was is like it's a spot where you can see the outline of it.
I knew that.
You did? Well, you just told me you didn't know.
I knew that.
Or you knew the things, the spoilers.
I knew that.
Okay, one Easter egg. Another thing is Dr. Pershing, when he comes up, when they bring up the hologram, he mentions M count. I think during the episode I didn't hear it or recognize it, but M count is of course for midichlorians. Midichlorians, which was introduced in the prequels, which is supposedly the more midichlorians you have, the more powerful you are, which a lot of people don't like midichlorians because that's basically, oh, you don't have midichlorians, oh, you're not going to be a good Jedi, so it kind of like limits you maybe. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like your potential.
It's
so
like
but
yeah, your potential. Yeah.
Anakin had more than Yoda, so potentially he could have been more powerful, but we know how that ended up.
Yeah,
so
he just turned into the most powerful villain.
Yeah, so that's one thing I didn't notice at first.
Who's more powerful, Darth Vader or Kylo Ren?
Oh my God, Kylo's terrible. I'm not even discussing Kylo. He's horrible.
What about him versus Luke?
Oh my God, let's not even talk about this. Another thing is, remember the vats where the things were, where the experiments were doing? Mm-hmm. Supposedly one of those is like a Snoke clone.
I could see that.
You could see it?
Yeah.
You can see like the crack in the skull and the disfigurement. Obviously it's not him because the place got blown up, but possibly they were like getting close to him, like a Snoke kind of.
Because Snoke was actually never a real person. He was always been a clone.
Yeah, because Palpatine said it in The Rise of Skywalker. I'm wondering if they're trying to make like a certain type of being, and then the whole thing was the Emperor was to control it or either maybe put his essence into them. Maybe this show will talk about all that later. I mean, a lot of people have said it that this is going to lead up and show us how the First Order was brought up and possibly show us how Palpatine came back. And so this is kind of planting those seeds on cloning.
So you think we're going
to
probably see Palpatine or we're going to hear him mentioned?
Possibly in later seasons. Because if they're cloning and they're doing this kind of stuff,
if you really think about it, the way they're making The Mandalorian, it doesn't seem like they're going to have a third season.
Of course they will.
I don't know, just the way it's going to end off on. Maybe him probably leaving Baby Yoda with Ahsoka.
We'll talk about it. We'll get to that in the predictions. Because I have a few things that I want to add to stuff I've talked about before. But yeah, if they're already talking about they need the blood and they're putting stuff in experiments and stuff, this is obviously they're trying to clone, they're trying to replicate Baby Yoda's force powers and stuff. So they're obviously, this is leading to Snoke and Palpatine and stuff like that. So pretty interesting. And then the things at the end, they're actually supposedly droids. They're called Dark Troopers, which supposedly was in like a video game.
So they're not armor?
No, they're like droids, like Death Trooper droids, Dark Troopers.
Well, that's cool to know.
It's supposedly Dark Trooper, the third gen or something. I'd have to do more research, but I've heard about it. So.
Or they just look like armor. Don't they look like armor?
Yeah, they could possibly maybe be a prototype for armor.
It could possibly like the Avatar movie.
But I mean, you see how crappy the stormtroopers are. I think they're past wasting armor on soldiers that can't fight for crap. So I'm thinking a droid could do a better job.
I don't think the clone armor is that strong.
No. Yeah. It's like you get a little shot and it's like a clone gets punched and like they're knocked out. I'm like, Why do you have a helmet if you can't even take a punch?
I think it's plastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can pick holes at, but oh well. But yeah, I thought that was interesting finding out more about the troopers, that they're actually possibly droids. Nothing confirmed or anything, but there's a lot of them. So possibly Ahsoka could have to fight them. Okay, well, let's get into our previews and predictions. I think it's pretty much confirmed that Ahsoka's going to be in this episode because Dave Filoni is directing this episode and Ahsoka is his creation.
Really?
So what do you think?
So what I think, if he actually does find Ahsoka, I don't think they're really gonna have a third season. Because, but then what's the point of having a third season if he leaves Yoda with Ahsoka?
I don't think he is.
You think?
But what do you think? Let's answer this first. What do you think? You think Ahsoka will be in this episode
Yes.
or next?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's basically, we know
Because
that.
there's probably gonna be 8 episodes and we're already in the 5th,
Oh.
so it's only like.
I just remembered something.
It's only 3 episodes.
This next episode is actually called The Jedi. So, right. Let me look it up to confirm it, but I actually heard that today. Yeah, supposedly, I don't know if this is reputable or not, but it doesn't give the name, but it talks about the runtime. It says it's going to be a leak from German Television Regulatory Board, FSK, via Murphy's Multiverse confirms that The Mandalorian Chapter 13 will have a runtime of 45 minutes. But yeah, I have heard that it is probably going to be called The Jedi. So if it's called The Jedi, obviously it's Ahsoka.
That's not that long, though, because the first episode was 53 minutes long.
But if you think about it, the last couple have only been like 30, so I'll take any longer runtime I can get.
Imagine half of it is just like credits.
No, it won't be. So much closer to the microphone.
Because I don't talk as loud.
So how do you think he's going to find her? Do you think he's just going to land his ship and blah, 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 there she is? Or how do you think he's going to find her?
Just imagine he just lands in a desert, right?
Well, supposedly...
Then he goes... Boop, boop,
well, it's
boop.
supposed to be a forest moon. So it's going to be like a jungle planet.
Well, then she's probably spying above the trees while he's walking looking for her. And then he goes to this temple, and then he sees the temple, and it's actually her house. And then she goes and be like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Are you the Jedi that everybody has been talking about?" She's like, "Who? Why are you asking?" "Because Bo-Katan sent me."
I'm thinking that she can probably sense it. She could probably sense the Force in Baby Yoda.
To be honest with you, I just came up with this like right now.
Wow. Mind blowing. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he finds her, if she's alone or if she's possibly with...
Rex?
I would love to see Rex, but I don't know, because he'd be like 90 years old, maybe. She'll be like taking care of Grandpa Rex. But possibly...
I would have just put a lightsaber through him, tell him.
All right, come on, man, that's mean.
It's
Well, I'm
time for you to-
hoping maybe she's with Sabine. There's a lot of stuff in Rebels that hopefully will come up in some other shows or something, but there's other characters I would love to see. But I would love to see her with Sabine. But yeah, seeing Rex would be awesome. But it's going to be interesting to see how he actually finds her. I'm thinking she probably finds him. Or maybe he goes to the planet and then Moff Gideon shows up and goes to attack him with the droids, and then she shows up to save him.
That's what happens in every show, you know?
Yeah, that's probably what... I think she's going to have a big... grand entrance where she has to save him from something.
And then we see those white lightsabers, one right here and one.
Or I heard somebody mention how we've had a monster in every episode. Maybe he lands and there's a big monster that attacks him and she has to save him from a monster.
She's gonna have to do Drax.
Because we had the worm, we had the freaking water monster, we
had the spiders.
We had the spiders. I mean, we've had monsters in like every episode. That's kind of weird, right? But yeah, I'm so excited for this episode to see Ahsoka. We're actually going to not live stream, but we're going to record our reactions. So we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully y'all like it, and then I'm going to post it because I want to get my reaction on camera when Ahsoka shows up. It's going to be epic.
It's going to come out after Thanksgiving, so we're probably going to stay up.
Oh, we're staying up all night. So whenever the episode drops, we're going to do the video right after, so we might release it like...
That means we play Madden until it comes out.
2, 3, 4 in the morning.
That means we play Madden until it comes out.
Means no competition, I just kick your butt.
I kicked your butt.
Okay, let's get back to the video.
So.
Another thing I've been thinking about is I actually don't think that he's gonna leave Baby Yoda, because if Ahsoka's only in one episode, I think she's going to send him somewhere else, because she's gonna be like, I'm not a Jedi anymore. She doesn't want the responsibility.
So do you think she's gonna send us to Luke?
Maybe. Yeah, I think there's a high possibility that maybe Luke next season, aka Sebastian Stan, which is a lookalike. It's crazy just the possibilities. But Luke is basically the only one left, besides Ezra from Rebels. But I don't know. If you just show up with Ezra and a lot of people don't know who he is, that's going to be kind of confusing. So I don't think that will happen.
But where was he the past time?
You have to watch Rebels.
True.
I keep trying to get him to watch these shows, but I actually finished Rebels and I'm going to do a review on it. But yeah.
You know what? I just watch a review and just learn your knowledge. Whatever you throw to the ground, I pick it up.
No. Because if he leaves Baby Yoda and we still have 4 more episodes, don't you think people are going to tune out? A lot of casual fans just watch this show for Baby Yoda.
That's true. I wouldn't be that much interested, but Mando, he's pretty darn cool, you know.
By himself, he's cool, but with Baby Yoda, it's just extra cool and good. And I watched a lot of review channels where they have wives, and they're only watching the show because of Baby Yoda. So if you drop Baby Yoda with Ahsoka and we're gone, you're gonna lose your people. Or maybe they stop and he has to come back because Moff Gideon attacks afterwards. And then he has to make an escape, and Ahsoka's maybe mad at him because she's like, you brought this here when I was chilling in peace. I had my house. I'm taking care of Grandpa Rex, and you brought him here. Maybe she'll be mad, and maybe she'll send him away.
Tell him. Well, then, if he brings Baby Yoda to Luke, Luke will already have.
And maybe, if he has not started his academy, you're gonna have to explain. How come you didn't train Baby Yoda with
Kylo?
With Kylo,
because
with
he was
Ben
he was already old when he was training Ben Solo.
So they're gonna.
Why did I say it like that? Oh,
it's gonna be interesting to see future movies how they explain where Baby Yoda was, because he's not dead. There's no way he's gonna die. Let's get that out there. He's not. They're not gonna kill Baby Yoda. But it's gonna be. It's gonna be interesting to see where Baby Yoda has been this whole time.
Imagine Baby Yoda. Everybody's in trouble, right? Ahsoka is down, pinned. Mando is down, pinned. And then Baby Yoda is the only one, and he steps out. He gets Ahsoka's lightsaber.
Oh, God.
The baby one, and he just goes, and he goes.
Would be interesting.
Or if Luke comes.
No, Luke's not coming this episode. He's not coming this. There's no way they can do Luke. They're already doing Ahsoka, Bo-Katan. There's a possibility Bo-Katan could show up. Jeez. This could be the greatest episode of TV in the history of mankind. Bo-Katan could show up and they could have a big fight. But I think they're possibly saving that for the end of the season.
Maybe.
I don't know. If Ahsoka's only one episode, I'm going to be mad. But if that's the case, if she's only in one episode, I'm calling it. They're not leaving Baby Yoda with her if she's only in one episode.
Well, then that means she's probably going to be in on next season.
Yeah, I'm thinking she'll be in next season. And then maybe she'll be he'll have to bring Baby Yoda back later. But I'm thinking she's not going to want to train him because she's going to say, I'm not a Jedi anymore. She'd possibly send him.
She doesn't know the Force probably anymore.
Oh, she does. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she's still in it and training, maybe, stuff, but I don't know. Because in Rebels, she wasn't a Jedi, but she was still helping people using her lightsabers, the Force. So I just don't think she's going to want to take the responsibility to raise Baby Yoda and teach him like a Jedi, because she's not a Jedi technically. So I think this does open up Luke. Crazy. Another thing I was thinking of is, what if Mando gets captured and he has to leave Baby Yoda with Ahsoka?
And Ahsoka has to go break him out?
Yeah, something like that. Man, it's going to be interesting to see.
What if she has a spare lightsaber? She goes, here. Because did she ever meet Yoda?
Yes.
Well, then...
She was a Jedi at the temple.
Well,
she knew everybody.
That means she would know Yoda. And she would know that oh, he's the same species of that ugly dude.
She's gonna see Yoda and be like, I knew one of his kind. She knew Yaddle, she knew Yoda. So it's gonna be interesting to see her reaction when she sees the child.
Imagine she has Yoda's little lightsaber.
And it's gonna be interesting to see, yeah, just her reaction and then like what she says. Like, I know or she's gonna be like, is that Yoda's kid? I ain't no babysitter. I ain't taking care of Yoda's baby. I have no idea.
I just found like a season ago, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I mean, there's just so many possibilities. I mean, the speculations are endless. And like I say, yeah, we are going to do a reaction. Post it. It's going to be cool. If Ahsoka doesn't show up, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Very.
But I think Moff Gideon will most likely show up. Like I said, Ahsoka's going to have to fight the droids and help them out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think to be just best just to wait for the episode. We gave our speculations, what we think could happen. Let us know what you think. Wild, crazy theories you have, who you would like to see. I said I would definitely like to see if Sabine is there with her, but don't know. But yeah, anything else?
No.
No?
No.
Nothing else? All right, well, I can't wait for the reaction. I can't wait for the next episode to come out. I'm going to be so excited. Well, if you would, please like the video.
Subscribe to our channel.
Hit both notifications.
And we'll see you on the next one.
All right.
Stay nerdy.
Bye.
Bye.